has got the mother of generation. So, can you please carry on? And make a generation.
Amina's uncle. From Kenya.
Representing the people of Kenya, they could not be able to come, all of them. But I know around here, we have got other family members, and they could not help me anyway. I'm not a good spokesman. Am I? Oh, give me 5 then. Yes. Tom and Amina, I know them when they were very young. When I came to this country 22 years ago, I came to know Amina, and when she brought Tom and introduced him as a boyfriend. That's way back when they were very young. I thought actually they were joking. But I have come to realize it was not a joke. Yeah, it's no joke. And it has been confirmed today. I spoke to my elder sister. She's about 80 years old. Today morning. And I told her, I'm going to represent the Kenyan community, or the Katumu community, to witness the marriage of Amina Mumbi to somebody called Tom. Because they don't know who is Tom. It's only me who is representing them who knows Tom. So, it is a great occasion and I feel very honored to be here today. English is my third language. So, if you hear some words don't match what you speak, no, it is my third language. I speak Kikuyu, which is my language. I speak Swahili, which is a national language. And English, what I know, is the official language in my country. We were colonized by the British Roman country. So we have got a big connection with the British. And the English I know, I was taught actually in Kenya, not here. So, if you can hear me, know I'm bringing a great effort. And lastly, as a Kikuyu elder, I represent a big family, the Kichinga's family is big. And I'm the elder brother now remaining. Because Amina's father, David, passed on about 12 years ago. And because I'm here, naturally in our custom, we take over the family straight away. There's nothing to think about that. I take over the family straight away. Which means I represent the family, I represent the Kichingas here in Britain. So I'm a happy man, and all what I would say now is to bless you as an uncle. But there's a but. In Kenya, people from the mother's side are called uncles. But on the father's side, we are daddies, fathers. So to me, these are my children. And I'm very proud of it. I would ask them, anytime you are in a problem, you want to speak to me, You are most welcome. Any question you ask me, I will be able to answer. And I know I got that wisdom. Answer all questions you need. Thank you very much and God bless you.
We would like to thank you all for coming. We had thought about having a really flash wedding with like really nice cutlery and maybe 50 of you. But what we really wanted was as many of you as possible in the same room. So we really appreciate that you've all come down. And if there's anybody here you don't know, go and have a word. I can vouch for basically everyone here. Everybody in this room is a legend. Pop. Never mind. Okay, so me and Mina have been together for 14 years. I googled this last night. That's 3 years longer than the average marriage. So, excuse us if we seem a little bit smug. As proud as I am of that, there is one couple, one half of whom has gone home, but who have us well and truly beaten. 56 years ago today, my grandpa Brian, who married us today, and my grandma Zena got married. Ever since that day, their relationship has been the foundation my family is built upon. I've learned a lot about how to be in a relationship from them. My grandpa mainly refers to my grandma as his line manager. This is a dynamic I feel me and Mina have replicated. And it's working. It's okay. Through all the ups and downs my family have been through, their love and support for each other has been endless. Their love and support for us has also been endless. I would ask you to raise a glass, but they're both teetotal, so I think a round of applause would be much more appropriate. And on to my darling wife. After 14 years, it's hard to narrow down what to talk about. When I first realised I was actually going to have to give a speech, I thought mainly I'd just take the mic. I could talk about her dry toes, her cracked heels. I could talk about how her farts in bed literally make the duvet levitate. But I'm not going to do that. Because Mina is amazing, and it would be a disservice. I was a pretty miserable teenager. I was very awkward. I didn't have many friends. Meeting Mina genuinely changed my life. I thought she was the coolest person I'd ever met in the world. And but knowing that she liked me made me feel pretty amazing, and it still does. And I know she's kind of cool, but she's not cool in the way you think. She'd like you to think that at home she listens to Kendrick Lamar and reads Angela Davis, but in reality, it's more kind of Coldplay and Love Island. So, they're fucking against something wrong with Coldplay. Over the past few years in particular, Mina has done things that have blown me away. She's delivered speeches to hundreds of people in very intimidating environments, led protests, appeared on panels with people like Caroline Lucas and Vince Cable. She's run for election. She's performed political poems on buses as a means of recruitment. She's been featured and celebrated in publications like The Guardian and The Independent. She's been vilified in the Daily Mail. My personal favourite though, when there were no cameras or journalists around, was that she physically prevented bailiffs from throwing a pregnant mother and her children onto the streets. Currently, she works well over the hours she's paid for to help vulnerable people and families with their housing struggles, doing whatever it takes to help them find secure and safe homes. It is no exaggeration to say that she is an absolute inspiration to me. She's the funniest, kindest, most loving person I know. I love her from her big toe to her big head. And I'm thrilled to be able to finally call her my wife.
Thank you, hubby. I've made some speeches in my time, but not one quite like this. Mike's a bit hot. Thank you so much. Let me go to I had to write it down because I knew that when I came to this point I'd want to say everything and we don't have much time, so I'll start by saying whenever Tom and I had discussed the idea of getting married, the bit that attracted us to the idea the most was was getting everybody together and being able to have a big party, basically. So what you said about just having 50 people compared to having 250, 300 people was like, it was a no-brainer. So sorry you don't have plates, but you know, you've got to have everybody in the room, don't you? And every single one of you has had an impact on our lives, and a positive one at that, obviously. So thank you. So I think, though, actually, that this whole process has surpassed it just about being today. It's not just about today, it's about the process that led to today. And about the support of so many amazing, loving, talented, supportive people that we have around us, lending their skills and lifting us up over the last year or so, and actually over the last 14 years, you know. We want to thank you for that, and especially my mom, Esther, and I speak a lot about my dad, partly because he's gone, but my mum is like the unsung hero in my family, and I love her to bits. And then there's my sister, Kim Jerry, who again just gets on with things and just makes things happen. She's been the engine of this whole operation, so thank you. Patty, the same with you. I couldn't ask for a better mother-in-law. Honestly, I'm so lucky to have you as almost like a best friend, basically, and my mother-in-law, so thank you so much. Flandad, who's really, you know, alongside Uncle Kibutu, had taken a role as a father figure in my life, and I'm eternally grateful for all the support you've given us. Thank you. Joe, my bro. Best man, yeah. Again, you drive me mental sometimes, I can't lie. Sometimes you drive me crazy, but I love you to bits. And yeah, thank you so much for being here and driving the drums. You're going to see him on the drums later, you're going to recognise. This boy is very, very talented, and you should get him to cook for you as well. And Gabby, who's made my face look, it took hours. She didn't have a lot to do with it. She made the most of a terrible situation. So I was like, thank you so much, Gabby. And our bridesmaids, Crystal, Helen and Emma, who have been in my life for such a long time, and they're gorgeous. They're spectacular in all their different ways, and yeah, we're thankful for you. And our groomsmen, Michael, Mark and Nick, who are just fantastic, really fantastic. And finally, they've had to like work really hard, because we worked really hard at their wedding, so it's like payback. It's amazing. Anna, thanks for the flowers. And Jim Lee, thank you for overseeing this event today. Thank you for keeping it going. All our relatives who have travelled far, from Brisbane, Australia to Penge, you know, it's hard travelling over the water, I know. You've all made a really big effort to be here, and we really, really appreciate it. It really means the world to us, so thank you so much. It's days like these that we celebrate who's in the room and really recognise the ones who aren't as well. So I pay tribute to my dad, who isn't here today, who I wish was. So last night I wrote the speech because I didn't have any time to write before then, and last night I had a moment to myself after running around, being in here, setting everything up. And I was trying to remember when I first thought Tom was marriage material. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was trying to remember. And it's been a long time now, you know, 14 years, you know, when did I think that this guy was like good enough to marry? So I kind of honed in on a really difficult time, which is when I lost my dad when I was 16. And we were due to go on holiday to Croatia, you remember? Sorry. And I was umming and ahhing. I was thinking, oh, do I go? Do I not go? Because it was 2 weeks after his passing. And Patty, I remember Patty being in the car and saying, just do what you think is best. And I thought it was really nice because they paid for the plane ticket, and I thought, oh, you know, this is a great family. And I've got snot everywhere now, great. Tom, if you want to pass me a napkin so I can continue to look glamorous, that would be great. Yeah, my dad always said, you're too sensitive. That's what my dad used to say. Because when he was growing up, he had to be really hard, you know? So he'd say, you're too sensitive, because I cried all the time. And it's never changed. So in the end, I ended up going to Croatia with this family, and I met your cousins, Sam and Mia, and I was worried because I was like, you know, when you meet the other half's family for the first time and you really want to make a good impression, and I was a bit of a wreck because I just lost my dad, and I remember I had the flu on that trip as well because everything overtook my body. And do you know what? It was at that point where I was like, you know what, Tom is incredible. He just looked after me, and actually since I started going out with him, he just listened. And it's very rare that you find a man that listens truly to everything, and not only when you speak, but your body and your vibe and everything that you're holding when you're together. And he senses everything that I'm feeling, and he predicts it because he knows me inside out. And I trust him. I trust him to take care of me and for us to take care of each other for the rest of our lives. And I knew that on this holiday, that's basically what would ensue. So, you know, but we just didn't have the budget soon enough. So that's why it's 14 years later, 12 years later. And also, when you're marrying someone, you're not just marrying one person, you're marrying a whole family. And this is one of the most incredible families. I think you all agree, actually, that the Wright Goss Flanagan family is incredible. They embrace you. If you've ever been to a house party, you'll know. Yes. You'll know. If you haven't, don't worry. We can arrange it. And you come round and it's absolute chaos, but there is a lot of love. A lot of love, and they all hold one another. And they're a bit mad, but you know, it's family. So Tom. Sorry, no, that's not. It's not like that.
So Tom.
So as you listen with in a way that you don't judge people, and I think there are quite a few people in here who have had conversations with Tom about stuff that's going on in their lives, and Tom is just there. And that's all he is, and that's all you need sometimes. And he's definitely that rock for a lot of people. It's really annoying though, because when he listens really well, he remembers all the things, like when you're having an argument. So he'll be like, do you remember that time when you said blah 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 blah? And I'm like, oh no, he remembers. But truly babe, you have like the biggest heart. You have a huge heart and you lift others up, and that's what I think everyone in their life deserves, is someone to lift them up, and that's what you do for me every day, so thank you so much. Okay, so Tom does make me feel stunning most of the time. Like, he tells me I look beautiful most days, which is great. Apart from when he reminds me that parts of me could do with an improvement, like my feet. And quite recently we were having our bathroom done up, and I was out and he was in and the builders were around. And I asked him, how's the bathroom going, darling? And he sent me a close-up photo of my big toe. And he said, observe the devastation. And then he sent a quick follow-up text saying, oh wait, wrong pic, that's your foot. And then he sent a picture of our bathroom, which at this point had been gutted, so it looked absolutely terrible, and he said, you can see how I got them confused, can't you? Yes. Yeah, that's what I have to deal with on a daily, do you know what I mean? Like, and yes, my husband recently said, torments and compliments, I can promise you nothing more. Literally, and it's true. I know he's very honest. So yeah, thank you so much. I'd like to actually raise a glass. Is that my glass? I don't know. It is now. Raise a glass to family and to my wonderful husband, Tom.
Or somebody from Kiss with all that crying. Waterproof mascara. Right. As the elder stateswomen at this wedding, Esther and I were not to be left out of this, so we just wanted to share with you. We've heard quite a lot about Tom and Mina's life, but we want to share with you some photographs. And we wanted to just share a few thoughts about our own offspring and each other's. Time. Since Mina was 13, Tom was 16. And here we go, this is a photograph of the gorgeous couple and the gorgeous Jen over here. A fabulous little bit of child exploitation and product placement from Simon Goss. They're all 145s. But yeah, this is sort of what they look like when they got together. And we were talking about family, we were talking about Tom and Mina's loves before each other, and of course family was one of them. Mina, can you hear me? You're nearly departed. Okay, alright. We're so happy and proud of you and Tom being married today.
love and do things for him, right? And Tom, David, he has always loved you as a son. Always enjoy your visits to the home and having dinners and all that. Nina, you have come into our life after many years of trying and waiting. 9 years, right? Brought so much joy and happiness into our lives, and I'm so happy about that.
And of course, Tom loved his family too, especially his parents. Here he is in a rather reluctant cuddle, sandwiched in between Simon and I. As they both said, they both lost their dads way too soon. It was really, really early for everybody to be dealing with that sort of tragedy. I said to Tom and Joe, Simon died 8.5 years ago, and I said to them a little while ago, whichever one of you gets married first, if you like to wear your dad's wedding ring, then you're delighted. We thought Joe might give shotgun and just try and get in there before Tom. But he didn't. So Simon's wedding ring went from my finger to Dennis's arms. I couldn't be more delighted. And darling, just wearing it very proud.
Your sister Kim, who is 9 years older than you, loves you a lot. Due to the 9 years difference, she's also always like a second mom to you. She's more strict than I am. I will let you get away with a lot of things, but she sees to it that you're doing the right things always. But you keep borrowing things from her. And then eventually you claim that it belongs to you.
And of course, Joe, well, here he is, Tom's baby brother. Always loved him, haven't you, Tom? Here he is, got his brother in an affectionate headlock. There's no shortage of photographs like this down the years.
Mina loves to swim. She was a competitive swimmer. She used to train 2 hours every evening, weekdays, for competitions. And then your dad and me will be driving you to places for competitions. And she won quite a few medals. But she has to give it up during your secondary days because you have to concentrate on your studies. But she told her swimming coach, I want to be a Olympic swimmer one day. Yeah, she's very cool.
And on to Tom. No training, no discipline. Anybody who's had the fortune to go on holiday with Tom would know that what this man can't do with an inflatable is not worth doing. Mina, your husband's a clown. Genuinely, Tom is one of the she was so talented. And with Tom, well, we never knew he had any musical aptitude until he was 30. I mean, who knew? We had no idea. He was actually a very talented artist. But as you know, it was music pretty much that really gave you the opportunity to get together, wasn't it? So massively shared interest. Mina can play the recorder with their nose. If Tom can play the guitar with any other part of his anatomy, it's probably only Mina who's ever seen it.
They met in the 6th form, and Mina is performing a Newcomb show, and Tom is in the audience. I don't know what that's Tom, yeah. She used to play the guitar, but she's talented in most instruments, and she's self-taught.
up as a really shy person, I think we alluded to earlier on. Put a guitar in his hand and he sort of turns into somebody else. He loves performing. Now this looks like the sort of day glow of a children's TV studio. I think it was Breakfast Telly, Tom, was it? Yeah. And this was, yeah, there you go. And this was when, fairly shortly after he started working with Plan B, I think. So, but yeah, I love that gormless grin.
She also loved skateboarding in her younger days. As a fashion guru, I got the skateboard there, but that's how she dresses when she goes out skateboarding. Clearly they were meant to be together, are they not? I mean, what's going on with that one trouser leg up, one trouser leg down, what is all that about? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sartorial elegance satisfies for both of them.
Get the ball rolling sometime. Nice to meet you, okay?